on the day of my judgment, when I stand before God and he asks me, why did I kill one of his true miracles? What am I going to say? That it was my job.
You're tired. I know. Not just physically, but deep down. In a way that words can't touch. You've been fighting battles no one even knows about. You've been carrying weight so heavy. Sometimes it feels like you can't take another step. But hear me now. The fight isn't over. This isn't the end. This is the middle of your story. The part where warriors are made.
So instead of looking for somebody else, it's like, okay, what do you really want from your life? And aligning yourself with moving forward towards what you really want. And I think if you can do that in a way that also you feel serving others simultaneously, there's a sense of meaning in life that can't be replaced by self-esteem or praise or compliments or being nice to yourself. And I don't think it's bad to be tough on yourself. I'm pretty tough on myself, I'll be honest with you. But I'm much better at celebrating now.
When the world forgets you, when they move on, when no one is clapping for you, that's when it happens. That's when something inside you either breaks or hardens into steel. You're not soft. You're not weak. You're not done. You're rebuilding, brick by brick, breath by breath.
Reminder for anyone internally debating weekend plans. If you don't want to go, don't go. If they care whether you go or not, they don't care about you. And if they care about you, they don't care if you go or not. Just because you have free time doesn't mean anyone who asks for it is entitled to it.
I've really worked, and I think everybody talks so much about hard work, but they don't really talk about like unenjoyable work. I had a lot of unenjoyable jobs that I just had to get through, but I never ever let it put me off. I always saw them as a means to the end, you know? And so I think when we talk about that now, like, what does hard work actually means? It means getting up and thinking about the end goal when you're nowhere even close to it, right? But you can see a pathway. And for me, it was always about that. I could always see very clearly that I'm going to do that to get to that, to get to that. And I've been quite planned, I feel, in so many ways in my life.
See, they only celebrate the comeback after it's finished. They never celebrate the grind in the dark. But that's where the real ones are born. In empty gyms, in silent mornings, in the moments when giving up would be easy, but you choose to keep fighting.
The feeling of powerlessness is actually more corrupting than the feeling of having a lot of power. It turns people into being passive-aggressive, into playing all kinds of weird games, negative games to get power. You want to feel that you have a degree of control over events in your life, over people, over your future. And that, to me, is what power is.
You're not invisible. You're invincible. They just can't see it yet. Every tear you've shed, every night you've doubted yourself, every moment you almost gave up, they're all fuel. They're all proof that you were never weak, only preparing.
Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of fucking spark and you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it.
Listen carefully. You are still breathing. You are still here. That means the story's not finished. That means the fight is still yours. And the ones who survive the longest, they aren't always the strongest. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. That's you. That's always been you. So stand up, wipe your face, straighten your shoulders. The world hasn't seen the best of you yet. And when they finally realize who you really are, it'll be too late for them to doubt you. Because by then, you'll already have won. Not because it was easy, but because you refused to quit. The fight isn't over. It's just getting good. We ride.
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.